Hi guys, welcome back. This isn't gonna be the most peppy opening to a video, and I'll tell you why, guys. I'll tell you why. Let me tell you why, guys. This is not the most. Oh, I feel emotional. I'll tell you why though. This little thing right here. This has been one of the most fun, exciting little things I've ever ridden. I've ridden around and had a few drinks on this thing, smoked some. It's just in general been a fun, exciting time. And I'm sad because you guys probably just saw it sitting on the seat. And the time has come. The time has come for, I want to say destruction. But at the same time, rebirth of something that once was. So from something that what is will become what was. And what was will become what is now. So, guys, we're starting the process. I'm not sure if I'm going to film the grinding here. Probably just get chop it up, and then I'll check in with you guys on the fitment. We'll film a bit of the fitment. But once the fitment's done, there's so much grinding to do on that one. Not so much, but a lot. All that. So, I'm going to suck it up, shut my heart down for about 5 minutes, and go to town on this thing. So I'll see you. All right, guys. Part 2 of part 1. So, other than my freaking crazy hair, let me show you guys where we are at with the bike. All right, guys. Again, like every project I do, don't judge me on the welds or the design. All right. It's a work in progress, but check that out. It is a work that is progressing quite nicely. So, I got the battery fit in today properly. There was a little bit of cutting to do for that. But now the seat, the seat just fits so nice. And then I could have something to carry or passenger on the back at a nice angle. The front, you guys may think this is kind of haggard, but I did want the front to be the same size. It was actually kind of hurting the motor to have to push the big wheel. So don't judge how I did it, okay? Judge it. You guys can judge the living fuck out of it. But this is semi-removable with very little work. Don't judge the garage either. A lot of work's going on. It's so dirty. Those forks can be put back on with very little work. This is very secure the way it is, and I will only lose the fender mount after, but it'll go back to just regular forks if need be. But yeah, we're getting there. What's left to do is remove, I'll show you guys how low with the kickstand. The kickstand worked out perfect. Comes down right there. The bike's maybe like 2 inches off the ground. I like it. So next up, remove all of that, the center there. So it's just a clean frame. I realize that I might be making this thing like, I don't know, possibly not that strong of a frame, but for the looks, I'm doing it. I want this thing to just... All right, guys. You guys are probably wondering why there is a jump cut like every couple of minutes in this video. But it's the way I've been filming. I don't know. My phone runs out of storage like halfway through filming, so I gotta go back and delete a bunch of shit. But either way, I'll just show you guys where I'm at now. Haven't done a whole lot. It's been a day or two, I think, since the last part of the video. But we'll take a look at what we got. All right. And as you guys can see, oh, that shadow was throwing me off. Thought that was something wrong with my phone right there. This is where we're at. So I'll let you guys know the plan here. I already told you guys in the last part that I'm going to get rid of this mount. I actually have to take my lazy ass over to Canadian Tire and get grinding discs and welding wire. I ran out of both. So I'm going to grind off this whole mount. It'll just be two nice bars there. Foot pegs. I got to find the other original one. For the back here, we are actually... Oh, you guys are going to see all the late night dirtiness just kicking around. Oh, look at that. Poor baby. Hey, that shock's probably useful though. It's probably pretty good. You guys want to talk about a dirty garage shop? So just so you guys see, just metal plate like that, and then basically just plate off the whole front, just the front up to the back part right here. And then the fender, that fender is gonna go in the back. So that fender will be in the back here. I'm gonna see, I'm not prepared for this at all. I had to cut the seat foam out to get the seat to fit around the battery. I'm pretty good though. So I'm gonna get rid of that fender because it looks okay. But if I just cut 2 slots in this fender, then, oh, you know what? I want you guys to be able to see what I'm seeing. If I can get this fender like this, kind of hiding the back tire, you know, I might have to chop a bit off of the front of the fender, but inside obviously. But so this is kind of like that, you know, hiding it. And then that'll be plated off. So basically you'll only see like here, and it'll all be painted. Yeah, so really the hardest part is I gotta play arts and crafts and cut shapes out of some metal. I got more metal sheet in there, you probably can't see it, but either way. So once that's done, I'm having a brain fart. All the cables, I got all the cables apart here, because one by one, after the bike is painted, I have to run them through this top up to the front where there's a hole in the bottom, and then all the cables will be hidden in the top. The back, I did have to put bars to brace it, because after I cut out this part and welded this onto the front up top here, this was starting to actually bend a little bit and creak, almost like I had rear suspension on a hardtail bike. You guys can see the ride height when it's out on the road. That's perfect, that's beautiful. So when that's plated off, I'm gonna have it like welded, tack welded on the inside along the edge, and then just hammer roll it around the bottom. So like, I'm gonna have to get rid of that, but it'll go around the bottom. And same with on the top here. So when the seat's on, it'll just look like a solid piece. And then just weld it around into the front, top and bottom, tack it up in front of the battery. Yeah, you won't be able to see anything with the fender on. You'll just be able to see the seat, the rear part, and then just where the kickstand is. So I can put that down. All right, that was, believe it or not, guys, that was actually the pretty part we just talked about. Let's talk about, I have a new throttle on the way. I found the same one with a different grip. It's hard to find the same one that's got like modes on it, but it's August 15th it'll be here, which is ridiculous. But this one is split, so I can still use it. It still works. It just doesn't spring back. But I want a new one for when this is done. All right. So, guys, my dudes, the ugly part. I know I showed you in the other one, told you to judge me. Go ahead, feel free. This ain't the prettiest, but this is what I do need welding wire for. I gotta weld the back side up. So if you're over here judging me, feel free. I'm making something that didn't exist. And if you're wondering about these bars that come off the side, they have hard pegs that come off of them for they're mounts on a bike, but they're hard mounts, and they are actually in the holes so that this thing cannot go either way. It is actually, because that center bar ain't gonna bend on the bike frame. And then this is actually the fender mount, which is very thick, and then more metal on top of that added to it. I gotta finish it. I gotta grind and plate the side so it looks like one solid unit. And then what I'm thinking, guys, just get turned towards this bike, might fall over though. It being so low, the kickstand really only turns it a little bit, so at any angle the bike just falls over. Fiberglass. I'm thinking fiberglassing the front. I kind of like the front fender. I don't mind that. Like a small front fender on the small front wheel. You won't really be able to tell the back because it's plated off. It'll just add to the wide look in the back, which would be good. But in the front, what I'm thinking is from these, like, I don't know. See, I'm thinking while I'm filming, and I'm filming while I'm thinking. Usually I think, plan, do, then film. but I'm thinking while I'm filming, because like I want these forks to be like semi-savable. See, so you guys can see that's where the original forks go in. So I want these to be semi-savable in case I want to revert it back to a Baja. So what I'm thinking about is getting that fiberglass, the cloth, the blue cloth you can get that gets real hard when you fiberglass resin it. And just basically doing the same thing as what I'm doing with the metal in the back, and round it, like getting it to hold round around it. And then basically making it like a cover, like fiberglass, a hard cover on it that I can secure with these bolts up top and the forks. And then fiberglass it up to the bottom of this. So that it'll almost be like, I'll just fiberglass around this. But once I fiberglass it onto it, I won't mind if it's actually like permanent. Till I rip it off. But I won't want it to be too permanent, I guess. But yeah, so that's where we're at with this thing. Right now, I was just tearing apart the electronics because I got a label. Look at this. Look at this rat's nest. This is what you got to make sure you don't fuck up, is just all this shit. So I'm just labeling the rat's nest. The battery actually isn't coming back out. It is going to get painted in there, and I'll tell you guys why. Actually, you know what? I won't tell you guys why. I'll show you guys why. Yeah, I'm lifting the whole bike because there's a solid chance it's not coming out of there. Did I have to tell you guys that? No, but I'll tell you anyways. Where it sits though actually sits perfect with the lock, that copper tab that's in there. So it's where it needs to be, but it is in there rather tight. I had to do a bit of grinding on the case. Oh, you guys can see it here. There is no room. That battery is part of the bike now. But that's fine. It charges up either side. So, and once, where'd I put the seat? I'll show you guys. This is like the little back seat that goes on it. No, just bring both. Just bring freaking both, guys. So, there's that. And that. Yeah. One seat's on right, one seat's all fucked up. But yeah, so I've been riding this thing around, believe it or not, guys. I've taken it off some sweet jumps. You guys may not know it, but despite how haggard some of my work may look, I immediately take it out and make sure that it's good. Like the turbo bike. Like I immediately just started beating the crap out of it for a reason. Because if it breaks, I'd rather have it break and then I can let you guys know on film. Same with this thing. Like, I filmed, I think 3 or 4 rides, like taking it off some sweet jumps, things you wouldn't think you'd want to do even with the original mini bike, like the original mini bike or the original e-bike. But that's when I noticed the back was starting to bend a little bit. Like not just the welds were starting to bend, but the actual, like the actual bar there where it says bicycle, that was starting to bend. That ain't good. If that starts straightening out, then that ain't good. But it straightened out almost perfect to this bar. So, what I did was under the seat there, you can kind of see one bar there, right there. I fucking did a little bit of stabilization on it, so it ain't going nowhere now. It's nice and solid. Zero creaky. But yeah, so rest assured, you guys may think, oh, this thing's gonna go out and just fall apart. It's already been out. It's been through the field by my house. It's been off sweet jumps. I use that trail over there by the school as a racetrack constantly. And yeah, this thing's been up and down it all around it, just having fun. So save it. If you think my stuff's just gonna fall apart, it might, who knows. I'm not that cocky about it. But I do know that this at least will hold for now. The one that I can't wait, and a lot of people have questioned it, I honestly can't wait until I take the 3-wheeler, and that one right there, the quad 3-wheeler. And I'm just going to put the front end on it and then drop it. We'll see what happens. Either the front end just completely explodes off or it holds. Yeah, that'll work. But that's basically what I've been doing with this thing. So like I was telling you guys, I don't want to give you a machine that in my mind is kind of pointless to show you. If it's just like, if I took this out and the whole front end just fell off, that would make a crappy video. I wouldn't even want to really put that video out. But if I take it out off some sweet jumps and it's holding. Yeah, it's a good machine. Even if the welds look like crap, it's holding. But yeah, all right, guys. That's basically it. I just got home. I needed to finish this video, but everything keeps pulling my attention away from finishing this thing. I get like spurts of ADHD in which I just will finish something real quick. But in total here, if you guys are wondering what's going on, by the way, so we got if you haven't watched from the beginning, the e-bike that was sacrificed to make this rear. Oh, that looks so good sitting there. Look at how low that looks, and it's fully rideable. It's like zero issue riding it around, not scraping, nothing. Oh, perfect. Perfect. But so e-bike was a Kekjesk e-scooter, not a full bike, mostly a scooter. You could sit on it though. I got that for $100. Amazing freaking deal, right? Mini Baja. Originally, this was an original, beautiful, 100% non-molested Mini Baja. Literally could have put it in a museum for the Baja company. That's how nice it was. Paid $400. I just had to drive like 6 hours to get it. But amazing deal. So total here though, I'm sitting about 500 with gas. Right here. Now, could you get that deal? Probably not. The e-bike especially was just an absolutely amazing deal. But I'm sitting at about $500 right here as is. So for a mini bike, I don't know. But here's the thing, guys. It only does 25 kilometers an hour. That's it. So I got to pump the tires up a little bit. I might hit 30, but the angle it's at now, it'll only push 25. But that's the name. It's called Low and Slow for a reason. I have achieved both goals. She is low, she is slow. And as for paint, it looks good with that frame color. Like if you guys could see, I'm not sure on film if you can see how haggard the paint actually is. Silver hides a lot. That's actually primer gray with Hyundai pearlescent white. So this is pearl. This whole frame is actually Hyundai white pearl, but it's over top of primer gray. I'm not sure if you guys have seen too much of this. I'm not sure if you can see like the shine on it. I can't. Oh man, when I just did that, I couldn't tell if I was looking at the reflection of it or it on camera. So I'm sorry if that looked weird. Like what the fuck? That's throwing me off so much. But there is a pearl there. The whole thing's covered in pearl. The whole bike. So it's already kind of a fancy paint job. It looks cool as just a frame sitting there though. I don't even want to plate it off, honestly. Like maybe if I just plate off the rear and leave the frame itself open. Like here, leave here open and plate off around the battery to the back. Like, oh, see, I'm thinking again, guys. Like instead of plating off this area, just plate from here around the battery back. So it hides that. I don't know. I could even leave it like this and just paint it. Hey? You guys, you know what? I'm going to leave this for a day. I'm still going to go get grinding discs and welding wire because I got to cut that bottom off. And I got to add a couple of tack welds to the front. In the back there, you guys can see there's a plate where my finger is. I got welded along the top just to ensure that it's one solid piece. And then I got to weld grind. Oh, I got so much grinding. Either way, lots to do. But I don't know about you guys. I think this thing looks sick. And I can't wait to get it cleaned up. It shouldn't take too long to actually get it cleaned up. I already know where everything's going. And now you guys know what I mean at the end of the $1 million bike. By I'm going the exact opposite of the turbo chopper. Although considering that the turbo chopper, that's the turbo right there. Considering that the turbo chopper actually, well, I guess that was like one machine that I just threw a shit ton of parts on. This is like two nice machines that became one clean one. So I'm actually not sure where I'm not doing the effort part, but just as a cool surprise, at the end of this video, you guys get to hear the turbo. It's just sitting here. The exhaust is still broken off. I haven't done a damn. I don't know if you guys have seen. It's all gold under there. I got the knobby thing. Yeah, for the idle. But I don't know. I'm pretty surprised. Normally you can't just... Oh, it's making food. Oh, it's running lean. I got the fuel off. Ha! Oh, yeah. There you go. You guys get a nice surprise. Well, sorry if you're just staring at my hat there. I didn't look at what I was filming. I don't know where my coffee is either. Oh, that's disappointing. But yeah, my dudes. Now you're seeing my hand. I'm just looking around for my coffee, confused. Sometimes I forget that I'm filming. And yeah, I'll just do weird, random shit. But all right, guys, I found it. So, thank you guys for dropping by. I hope you guys have had a great week or two since I've seen you last. And I'm going to try and finish this thing up right away. Feel free to leave in the comments, if you guys have watched all this way through, what you guys think I should do in the back there. Do you think just plating off that whole ass end would take away from how transparent it looks right now? Or do you think not plating it at all and just having it all painted one color would look better right now? Actually, I'm starting to think that's the way to go. I'm thinking if I just don't plate it and just paint it, and it all is one color, it'll look fucking sweet. Or do I just plate the back? Do I just plate the inside electric part so just the frame looks like it's floating? It's a tough call, guys, but I'm now leaning heavily towards don't plate it at all, just paint it one color and see how it goes. It's not only easier, but it might look cool. Oh. All right, guys, thank you for dropping by. Always appreciate it. We are going to be getting back to the turbo bike rather soon here. It's just, oh man, I live in the middle of nowhere, and before I come to you guys with a how-to video, because I mean everything is pretty much settled up. I'm not going to show you guys the new intake until the actual video because it's fucking pretty, and it was a little pricey to have someone mimic my intake in a professional way, but I'm not that good at TIG welding to put one together. So I'll be real, I had someone make an exact replica basically of my intake out of metal, and it was expensive, but you guys get to see that in the actual video because it's pretty too. But that thing is going back together here next week. Not this week, next week. I have too much to do this week, so watch out for that. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. There will be a lot of math in that video, just so you guys know. There will be like math and science and stuff, because that'll be a how-to video. That's what I was gonna say. I've been trying to find a dyno, whether it be a small engine dyno, a mini bike dyno, a motorcycle dyno. If you are in northern Alberta, or even fucking Alberta, hell, if you were in Alberta and you know where to get an engine like that dynoed, please leave a comment if you watch this video and let me know. Because I want numbers before I make the video. Because if it's making 3 to 5 PSI and that motor makes 8 to 10 horsepower and I put it on a dyno and it's making 5 PSI, 7 horsepower, well then it's kind of pointless for me to make a video of how to with science and stuff if I'm losing power. So I think Red Beard Garage just recently experienced that. They lost power. But I'm pretty sure my system is properly done because I've compared it to MIT's. And where they stopped, I continued. So yeah, all right guys, this will be the third outro of the video, but thanks again for dropping by. Always appreciate it, and I hope this inspires you guys to find some random stuff, cut it in half and weld it together, because it's a good time actually. So yeah, you guys have a good one as usual.